Completed up to that part? ठीक है. This part I have given to read, I think, 3-dimensional. है ना? Have you gone through the 3D structure? Wedge dash I said or not in class? Wedge dash. ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़े. Next part is what? Next part is the classification. Now in the classification. Yeah, good morning Vijay, good morning to all. Next part okay, wedge dash I'll say. In wedge dash what is given? It's a 3-dimensional representation of a 2D molecule. Take, we are writing the 2D molecule, we are writing the 3D representation of a molecule. Generally on paper we write like what? It's 2D. Okay, yeah, good morning Naveed, good morning to all. Here. Very good, Vasant, very good. Vasant Kundarapu. Arey, good, very good. Congratulations to Vasant. He is saying that he's got the AIMS Bhopal. Yeah, amazing. Your hard work, whatever you have done in the last year, that paid off finally. Big congratulations to you and those students who are also getting that. One is there, Syam got Jodhpur. Okay, great Syam. Great. Amazing feeling it is that you people are working hard and you are getting a very good platform in life. That is very important to all of you. Other students also take the inspiration from them, those who are getting the seats this year. Okay. You are from long term now, Vasant? Same student? Kundarapu Vasant. I think same student you are, na? Okay. हाँ तो ठीक है. After the class, I'll message you. Okay, we'll talk after the class. Yes. Got 685. You know, students, Basant got 685, and he messaged here that he got AIMS Bhopal. So it's a big clap for him. At home, you can clap for him. That it's amazing. Yes, so I hope that you people are getting inspiration from him. Next year also you have to work really hard, get the best college, get the best platform in life, and then again you have to work. Okay, Vasant, bye. Okay, students, come back to this part. 3-dimensional representation of organic molecules. Which one it is? It's wedge dash representation. It is wedge dash representation. Understand the meaning here. It is carbon. How many bonds? 4 bonds. Take out of 4, 2 are written normal bonds. Normal bonds means they are in the plane of the paper or plane of the board. Normal bonds are there with carbon, they are in the plane. Bonds in the plane of paper or plane of the board, which I will write here. Other 2 bonds are written, one is wedge, solid wedge. Bonds towards the observer, or you can say bonds above the plane of the paper. Okay, wedge means the bond which is above the plane. It is wedge, and dash means bond which is below the plane. That is the meaning of dash bond. Wedge means above the plane, dash means below the plane, which is away from the observer. आई बात समझ में? That is the meaning of wedge dash representation. Clear? Like here. What is there? Hydrogen. If it is written for this molecule, if it is fluorine, here bromine, here Cl, and there a hydrogen. Now you can say the same things which given earlier. These are normal bonds. That means fluorine and bromine, they are in the plane of the board. They are in the plane with the carbon atom. Okay? Cl is on wedge. This is above the plane or towards the observer. This bond, or you can say Cl, is above the plane, and dash means it is below the plane. It is below the plane. Getting it? That's the meaning of the wedge dash representation. Two bonds in the plane, one above, another will be below. Above represented by wedge and below represented by dash. Take now, next part is what given? Classification. Next part given is classification. You can observe here two sets given: major acyclic or open chain structure, other is cyclic structures or ring structures, cyclic or closed chain or ring compounds. ठीक है? Then ring compounds are cyclic further classified into two. One is homocyclic, other is heterocyclic. Homocyclic or other name is carbocyclic compound. Homocyclic or carbocyclic compounds, which are further classified into alicyclic and aromatic. Ring structures: homocyclic, heterocyclic. Homocyclic means the ring composed only of carbon. Then in alicyclic, normal compounds, cyclopentane, cyclopropane, that I will write. Aromatic compounds, here simple meaning is which are benzene containing compounds, other is not benzene containing compounds. So benzene containing compounds named as benzenoid, non-benzene containing aromatic compounds, these are non-benzenoids. Here we are discussing only introduction part, we are not discussing aromatic conditions. Okay? So that conditions you all know, a lot of students, but here we are not going to discuss any condition for being aromatic. What we are going to discuss here as per this level, this page, that which are the example given benzene containing and which are non-benzene containing. आई बात समझ में? उसके बाद heterocyclic compounds example I will give. So you can underline this part. Aliphatic compounds are also known as open chain or acyclic compounds. Like these examples, all are open chain compounds. They all are which one? They all are acyclic or open chain compounds. ठीक है? Then you can underline alicyclic. Other name is what? Aliphatic cyclic. Underline it: alicyclic or aliphatic cyclic. ठीक है? Then here, these all example of which compound? Homocyclic, because ring is composed only of carbon. They all are homocyclic compounds. Aromatic compounds में two categories, one benzene containing, one without benzene containing. Like these all contain benzene or not? Yes, they are which compounds? These are aromatic compounds, and in aromatic they are all benzenoid compound. Then you underline the name of this compound. What's the name? Tropolone. Tropone also said, and here it is written tropolone. They all are the common names. Tropolone. It is which compound? It is aromatic, but it is not benzene ring structure. It is 7-membered ring. How aromatic? That condition we are not discussing. Only marking the examples which are aromatic and non-benzenoid. Then on next page, what is given? Heterocyclic aromatic compounds. Heterocyclic aromatic compounds, furan. Aromatic, it is aromatic. And why heterocyclic? The reason is the ring is containing some other element also, except carbon. And if only carbon, it is homo. If some other element also mixed, it is which one? Heterocyclic aromatic compound. Yeah, Pramod, the tetrahydrofuran is not aromatic. Furan is aromatic. That condition is different. Condition I am not discussing here, otherwise that will take time and here of no use. So we can directly go for it. In the notes, if you want to write, it's fine. Otherwise, you can understand the example. So in classification, what is given there? In classification, what is given here? One is open chain or acyclic और एलिफेटिक. ठीक है? यस जमीर, सेम, बोथ आर सेम. ठीक है, ओपन चेन, एसाइक्लिक और एलिफेटिक कंपाउंड. Here we can say they may be saturated or unsaturated. ठीक है, they may be saturated or unsaturated compound. Like alkane, alkene, alkynes. Alkene, alkynes will be unsaturated open chain structures. Alkanes we are considering open chain structures. Or carbon carbon all single bonds that are saturated, carbon containing double bond or triple bond, they will be in unsaturated open chain structure. Then what is other given? Cyclic or closed chain structures. Cyclic or closed chain, they are of two types. One is homocyclic and other is heterocyclic. Here they have given ठीक है. Now here in closed chain we can say homocyclic, then aromatic compounds are given and other part is heterocyclic. So here homocyclic compounds are what? Ring structures, and where where ring is composed only of carbon, it is homocyclic. ठीक है भाई, getting it? That is the classification. Cyclohexane, cyclopentane, ring structures also possible with double bonds. These are which cases? All are ring structures, homocyclic structures, in which we have which one? Ring structure which is only of carbon or carbocyclic, yes. Then aromatic given two parts, one is benzenoid, other is non-benzenoid. Benzenoid, other one is non-benzenoid. In benzenoid, which common example? Benzene, you can say phenol, benzene containing. ठीक है? Or you can combine the two rings. Naphthalene, anthracene, phenanthrene, all are benzene containing. ठीक है? These are benzenoid. Non-benzenoid में one example which is given there, tropolon. ठीक, this is given aromatic, but we have to learn it right now. Those who know, it's good. Those who do not know, their focus will be that it is which one? With learning part only right now. Conditions we are not discussing. Trobolon, you can say which compound possible, which ion possible. This one also aromatic. You can write the examples right now. For future reference, we can use them. Then conditions I will tell. This is which example? These are example of non-benzenoid ion or compounds. ठीक है? Then in aromatic, another category is heterocyclic. Heterocyclic में which example given aromatic? One is furan, one is pyrrole, one is thiopene, just like oxygen, here sulfur present. You can write the names or you can underline from NCERT. Furan, middle one is pyrrole, another one is thiopene, this is pyridine. Take these are which example? All aromatic, but they are heterocyclic compounds. They are heterocyclic compounds. Aromatic but heterocyclic. Here you can mention aniline also. Getting it? These are which compounds? Aromatic, inaromatic, they are heterocyclic. Now, I hope you have written this. Then we can talk about above heterocyclic, which is written with homocyclic. Written. Then here, other normal case of heterocyclic compounds, not aromatic. Like if this is written, they are not which one? They are not aromatic. They are simple ring structure with heteroatom. Like this example. Names they are not given in NCERT, so we can just remember that they are ring structures, but they do not contain, they contain some other element also, like oxygen, sulfur, oxygen. You can mark this example also without pi bond, it is also heterocyclic. Yeah, in alicyclic, they are heterocyclic. Other one, homocyclic. In homocyclic, we have discussed normal structures and aromatic compounds also. बोलो यहां तक आया समझ में? So that is the classification given. Can I change the slide? ठीक है. Then next part is what? Next part is functional group given. What's the meaning of functional group? What is the meaning of functional group? Functional group means what? It is the atom or group of atoms that largely defines the chemical properties of a molecule. ठीक है, तो you can underline later on after the class. These are the terms, basic terms, but you read it to know that. What is the meaning of functional group? That is an atom or group of atoms that largely defines the chemical behavior or chemical properties of that molecule. ठीक? Then next term given, homologues. Next term given, homologues. So you can read that, underline there itself. Functional group you can read. Up to you, if you want to add, you can add after the class. This one, homologues or homologous series, which leads to finally homologous series. Homologous series. Yes, Zamir, correct it is. So you can write or you can just read NCERT every time for the definition. No need to add this definition, right? So what is the meaning of homologous series? It is a series of similarly constituted compounds having same general formula, same functional group. Having same general formula, having same functional group, but each member or each consecutive member differ from each other by which unit? CH2 unit. Each consecutive member differ from each other by which unit? CH2 unit. Easiest example, think methane and ethane. They have same general formula. Yes. They all are alkanes. Yes. And differ by each member differ by CH2 unit. So they are what? They are homologs with respect to each other. Methane with ethane, ethane with propane, propane with butane. It goes with any functional group which we take, like methanol, ethanol, propanol. They are homologs with respect to each other, and this series which we keep on writing, it is termed as homologous series. आई बात समझ में? तो homologous series, up to you again. Basic term it is, you can add or you can read from NCERT. The meaning is what? It is that the similar nature of the compounds in which they have same general formula, same functional group, and they each consecutive member differ by which unit? CH2 unit, or by which unified mass? 12 unified mass or 12 AMU. आई बात समझ में? Now in physical, in the homologs, what happen? They have similar physical properties, almost similar physical, sorry, they have almost similar or same chemical reactions, chemical properties. Homologs have what? They have all similar or same physical similar chemical properties, but they differ in their physical properties. As number of carbon atom increases, there is regular increase in the physical properties. ठीक है? As number of carbon atom increases, there is a regular increase. Yes, very good, Zamir. It is increase gradually or regular gradation in their physical properties, like melting points, boiling points, etc. But chemical behavior almost same. So this is the key point. These are the key points of which series? Homologous series. अरे आई बात समझ में? The terms which are basic, that generally I avoid you to write, because questions generally not framed from that, but still understanding has to be there. बोलो, आया समझ में? Homologous series, all the students fast. Any point you want to ask? Any point you want to ask up to this part, so that I can start now? Which one? I can start now the basic portion of IUPAC nomenclature. ठीक है, चलो आगे बढ़ते हैं. IUPAC nomenclature, systematic nomenclature, which we are going to use in the syllabus, and this is very important. Why it is very, very important? Because from the first chapter till the last chapter of organic, in NCERT you will get IUPAC questions in every chapter. So many questions given in the reactions, where rather writing the structures, their IUPAC names are written. Sometimes structures are given, but in the answer structures are not given. What is given? IUPAC names given. So you cannot take IUPAC lightly by considering, okay, one question is there. No. To understand all the chapters, every first few pages, 2 pages you will get, which is on classification plus IUPAC, along with the table given. ठीक है? So I am giving you the impact of the IUPAC on every chapter, so that you can also take it seriously, that I have to solve all the chapters IUPAC initially. So in the IUPAC nomenclature, a systematic naming it is for the compounds. Common names are also important, which are given, or which I will say mark them. Remaining we can go by the systematic nomenclature, which is IUPAC, International Unit of Pure and Applied Chemistry. They have given the rules for the IUPAC. Now here condition is what? Firstly we will write what? Prefix, then root word, and then we will write at the end suffix. Prefix, root word and suffix. That is the sequence we will follow. Prefix, root word and suffix. Now how many types of prefixes are there? Two. One is secondary prefix, then primary prefix. Secondary means 2 above degree and primary means 1 above degree. Secondary prefix, primary prefix. Okay, then root word we will write, and then suffix also 2 types. One is primary suffix, other is secondary suffix. Secondary, primary, primary, secondary. ठीक है, secondary, primary, then root word, and then after that it is primary suffix and secondary suffix. What is the meaning of secondary prefix? Write down. Yes, correct, it is very good. Secondary prefix represents branching or substituents. Secondary prefix represents what? Secondary prefix represents branching or substituents, or substituents in the main chain or parent chain. Branching or substituents in the main chain or parent chain. In the main chain or parent chain. ठीक. Primary prefix is used for which compound? Cyclic compounds. It is used in cyclic compounds. Very good, those who know it. Yes, correct, it is. And what is used? Prefix cyclo is used. What is used for primary prefix? Cyclo. Cyclo used. Then what is the meaning of root word? Root word represents number of carbon atoms in parent chain. Root word represents number of carbon atoms in the parent chain. Represents carbon atoms in the parent chain. Number of carbon atoms in the parent chain. Then primary suffix represents what? It represents saturation or unsaturation. It represents saturation or unsaturation in parent chain. Saturation or unsaturation in the parent chain, that is, N means C single bond C, En means C double bond C, Ein will use for C triple bond C. Saturation or unsaturation, which means carbon-carbon single bond N will be used, carbon-carbon double bond En will be used, and carbon-carbon triple bond Ein will be used. Take. And secondary suffix represents functional group in the parent chain. It represents functional group in the parent chain. It represents number of functional group in the parent chain. आई बात समझ में? तो दैट इज द सीक्वेंस we will follow to write the names of the compounds. Firstly prefix, root word and suffix. ठीक है भाई, आई बात समझ में? This sequence. Then in prefix, two parts. Branching part is there, or subsequent part of the parent chain will be in the secondary prefix. If ring is used, then we will use the term cyclo, like cyclopropane, cyclobutane, cyclopentane. ठीक है? Then if it is root word, then we will count the total number of carbon maximum atoms in the parent chain. That will be the number of carbon atoms in parent chain, and it is termed as root word. After that, next part, if it is alkane, alkene, alkyne, like pentane, the N is for primary suffix. And then if functional groups are there as per IUPAC, then we will put them at the end. ठीक है भाई, that is the sequence we are going to follow. अब देखो, इसमें सबसे पहले हम बात करेंगे किसकी? प्रीफिक्स की बात करेंगे. चलो, which prefix? Secondary prefix. Add on one line for that. As per IUPAC, as per IUPAC, as per IUPAC, some groups are always treated as, some groups are always treated as, some groups are always treated as prefix. Some groups are always treated as prefix. Like alkyl group. Like alkyl group. What is there? Alkyl group. Alkyl group means when you count the parent chain, and whichever carbon chain is not part of parent chain, it will be treated as prefix. Examples I will write later on. Firstly, rules we have to go for. That alkyl part may be CH3, C2H5, C3H7 possibilities. Second is most common halogens or halo group. Name will be halo, like fluoro, chloro, bromo and iodo. Halogens, name will be fluoro, chloro, bromo, iodo. They are connected to parent chain. Their name will be as a prefix, not as a suffix, as per nomenclature rules. Third most commonly used is NO2 group, which is termed as nitro. Fourth, you will get OR, which is ether group, alkoxy group. OR is always as a prefix in the nomenclature rules. It may be what is possible: OCH3, methoxy, OC2H5, ethoxy, etc. ठीक है? So that is these are the common substituents. More you will get, but that we will not use in the syllabus. ठीक है? These are treated as alkyl part or halogens or NO2 or alkoxy. Phenyl, depending on the nature, not it is always. Getting it? Pavitra, it depends upon, if it is a parent chain, then we have to use benzene. If it is not a part of parent chain, then we will take as phenyl. So it depends upon the nature of the benzene structure there. Getting it? ठीक है? It is about secondary prefix. Primary I said. Then root word में in root word, what is given? One carbon means what? Second carbon, third carbon, all basic terms. One carbon means you will say which term? Meth. So you can mention it here, underline or in the NCERT directly. Meth means 1 carbon. Eth means how many carbon in the parent chain? 2. Probe. Already you all know this. I know that this is class 11 students also generally know by this time, and you to easily find. If you want to write, you can write. Otherwise, you can underline from the NCERT. Meth, eth, probe. Bute means how many carbon in the parent chain? 4. Pent means there are 5 carbon atoms in the parent chain. Hex, hept, oct means 8 carbon atoms. Non means 9. Dec means 10. ठीक. 11th is undec. Rarely you go by the more than 10, but underline it or mark it. Dudec. Means 12. So these are the root words, 1 carbon, 2 up to 11, 12, or you can underline the NCERT. Some more terms are given there. For the reference only, you can mark it directly from there. Which you can mark icosane, C20, C30 triaconte. Bas, underline them, add in the notes if you want. C20H22, general formula of alkanes is CnH2n plus 2. Apply that one, C20H42, C30H62. Up to this point clear? ठीक है, तो you can still read that page. You can still read the meaning of alkane given this that. In the NCERT part, Manas Kumar, maybe here it is icosane given. Okay. Here, this is in your NCERT, na, maybe in some books this is written, typing error is there. So check properly. This is actually 1,3-dimethyl butyl. You can check the connectivity. And in your NCERT, if it is incorrect given, at least correct the structure. ठीक है? At least correct the structure. Then next is the secondary suffix. In secondary suffix, decreasing order of priority. This part we will use when the functional groups will come. Okay? So in secondary suffix, we have to remember the decreasing order of priority among the senior functional groups. So you can underline on the next page, or you can write it also. Carboxylic group, then sulfonic group, then it is which group? Anhydride. Although it is not given, so less important. You can write here. Anhydride, then which functional group? Ester. After ester, acid halide. Acid chloride, acyl chloride you can say. Then amide. Then cyanide. Amide, then cyanide, then aldehyde, CHO. then ketone, after ketone alcohol, thiol, amine. It is the decreasing order of seniority which we will follow when in the carbon chain more than one functional groups are present. Okay, at that time we will use this seniority order. Suppose in the carbon chain carboxylic is there and aldehyde is there, which is clearly possible in the syllabus example. So we will take carboxylic as a suffix, senior group. Other group will be treated like prefix. So that's why you have to learn this order. So that directly in the questions I'm going to use these. With time you will understand how to apply them in example, but you have to learn certain rules part initially. Seniority order of functional groups: carboxylic, sulfonic acid, anhydride. Anhydride in NCERT not given. Separate chapter also not given. So in terms of usage, you can say less important. Generally, its common name example one is useful, which is acetic anhydride, that you will learn by reading or discussing in the class. Ester, acid chloride, we can say XCl, or general term acyl halides. Acidamide, cyanide, aldehyde, ketone, alcohol, thiol, and ammonia. Sorry, amine. Getting it? बोलो, यहां तक आया समझ में? Ithe, by this time you are getting now where it is given here on this page it is given. This is given here. Okay, you will read theoretical part. Examples is up to you. If you understand alkane examples, it's up to you. You can read it. In next class, I'll start that portion. In next class, I will start the nomenclature of alkanes first. बोलो, यहां तक ठीक है? समझ में आया? ठीक है? Done. So you will firstly read the sequence, revise them, theoretical rules, read NCERT up to this page, examples up to you, purely up to you, because initially basic examples given, alkane examples are given. And when you get it, it's good, but I'll start the nomenclatures in the next class, properly alkane, alkene, alkyne, and then we will complete it up to the functional groups. ठीक है? Okay. Done. Okay, bye. Thank you.